The reason I do that is because the most important things is food.
Yeah.
So we got to go to food. See, so we learn to count, and then we learn foods, and it's something you use every day.
Right.
You know, you sit out at the table. There's salt and pepper, and then you've got corn, potatoes, onions, beans, fruit. All that. See, so those I try to start with the most important things first, just like you learn in the first grade when you go to school in the first grade. Because I've taught elementary, junior high, high school, NEO college.
Oh wow.
What was that look for?
I've been there, and I taught for how many years at Midwest City High School. In Midwest City, Oklahoma. So, Oklahoma City. Okay, then the kinship, grandfather, the first one is Witsiko, and grandmother is Ikon. And that's on, I have that on my car tag, Ikon. And it's kind of a nasal, kon, in the back of your throat, Ikon. Witikon and Ikon. And father is Intate. And remember when I said the prayer? You remember what I said? You can't remember.
Doc Wally is the one I picked. You
remember
Precious,
that one?
Yeah.
Intate. I say Intate. Intate.
Wakanda.
Intate is father. Father. Okay. And mother is Ina. Ina. That's the easy one. And I try to teach that to the little kids when sometimes they can bring their little ones, and I teach them to say Ina, and I point to their mother and I say, "This is your Ina."
Yeah.
Ina. Get them
Quick,
to
easy
start.
lesson. Yeah.
Start off, and then brother, Wijinda. Actually, we've got two words for brother, but I don't like to get them mixed up. I've got to teach them one at a time. Wijinda, and then sister is Itanke, and actually Itanke means big sister, and little sister is Wihe. So it's another word for sister.
Is that the same with the brother?
It's big sister and little sister.
Yeah. Is that the same way with the brother? Since there's two ways to say it.
Yes. Okay. Big brother and little brother. And then Witimi is aunt. John Berry calls me Witimi. I don't know how many people. A lot of people call me Witimi, and a lot of them call me Ikon, and that's good. I like that. And because I want them to use their language, you know, and so then we would go from there to the animals, and we learn. We'll probably have to learn Turkey since it's going to be Turkey Day. Toward the end of the month, Sitka Tunka. And actually Sitka is chicken. Sitka. But you add Tunka and that means big chicken. Sitka Tunka, big chicken. So that's turkey. And Wasa is bear. And Apon. And that one's kind of hard to say. Apon. It's a
like a F.
Phone. Phone.
Phone.
And Shutanga is wolf. T is either buffalo. It could be any kind of meat. We would say cattle. Cow meat, or whatever, beef or anything else, you could call it D. And Shungagani is horse, remember I told you Shungagani? Shunga is big dog that you said on it, Shungagani. And Agani means to sit. And in fact, my grandfather would, a lot of times, my mother passed away when I was 7 years old, so my grandparents raised me, and so that's how I learned. But the good part of it, you
Yeah.
know. Well, my mother spoke Quapaw too, but he would, you know how kids are, they're always jumping and running around and doing things they
Yeah,
shouldn't
wow.
be doing. And my grandpa would look at me, he would just give me a look, and he would go, that means sit down. You know, sit down and behave yourself.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
It didn't take much, it took just a look, you know. So I'd find a chair and I'd sit down.
Quick.
Behave yourself.
Yeah.
So anyway, then, okay, over here, then we learned the features, like I said, head, pahi is head, and inchta, I taught you that already, is eye, inchta, and pa is nose, pa is just nose, nishi is hair, iha is mouth, iha, and ear, nata, and heart, nomte.
Now, is eagle itcha?
What?
Itcha for eagle? Is
Eagle?
that?
Eagle is, ooh, that one is a hard one.
I didn't know.
I don't have that one up here. It's kada.
Okay.
Kada. It's kind of a, you need to have a towel and I spit on you. That's what I tell the kids. Kada is eagle. Kada. My grandson's name is Karajuti. Red eagle.
Oh, wow.
Jutsi is red. The color red. Karajuti.
What about colors? That's like a
Well, we
basic-
learned colors
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Sha, or ska. Ska is white. Sha is black.
Oh.
So, remember I said, what was it I said?
The Black Eyed Peas.
Black eyed peas, yeah. I forgot what it was.
He's hungry, so he's thinking.
stock the sha. See, black eye. In stock the sha. Sha would be black. Ska is white. So ska is white. Me is sun, and a lot of the names of women's names are son names, and they all start with me. Miska. Let's see. My grandmother's name was Miska Nombana. It means two white sons. Remember I said Nomba is two. Nombana is two. Is twice two. Nombana. Miska Nombana means two white sons, she said, one riding on the back of the other. So I call that sun dogs.
Sun dogs.
So that's what her name meant.
Oh, wow.
Miska Nombana.
That's cool.
Miska Nombana. And my great-grandmother's name was Miska Tunta. That means big white sun.
Oh, wow.
That's Anna Slagle. That's
Okay.
Gina and our grandmother. See, we're cousins, and her grandmother and my grandmother were sisters. So, and then they had another sister, and her name was Martha, and they named my mother after her. So my mother's name is Martha. My daughter's name is Martha. And I have a granddaughter named Martha.
It's a good name.
You know, we get stuck on those names and we can't get away from them.
It happens.
They just kind of pass down.
Yeah.
Pass them down. So anyway, that's the beginning of my class. And by the time you learn all of these, then we start writing stories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, then we start writing stories, and first we'll start with a sentence, and just do a sentence, and they can learn that, and then we'll write a whole paragraph maybe, and then you just get bigger, and your stories get bigger and get bigger.
Eventually, you have a whole essay.
That's,
Yes,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
actually, I had my plan. I'll say.
Yeah.
I have to plan
Curriculum.
ahead. My plan, and I'm not getting to it very easily, but my plan in the long run is to write 2 or 3 story books
Oh, that'd be cool.
for the children, little children's story books with Quapaw stories.
That would be great.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, and that way, and we have a young man who is a very good artist that could illustrate them for
Yeah.
me, because I'm not too good
At the drawing
It's
part,
at drawing pictures.
The story part you got down.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got the story part.
Very good.
for sure.
Yeah, but I thought that would be good to have,
Yeah.
kind of have 2 or 3 children's books.
Yeah. It's a good way to preserve them, just to
Yeah.
keep passing them down.
Oh, yeah, because those stories can just go on and on and on,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, I want them to, I don't want them to get lost.
Yeah, no,
Right.
no doubt. Do you have time to maybe talk about, she was mentioning like the different burial processes, and name giving would be kind of cool to
Oh,
discuss?
name giving, I can do that,
Sure.
let's see, we
Right.
can do that right here.
Absolutely, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, a long time ago, now everything happens long ago,
That's all good stories start.
but we had a name giver. And the name giver was, we called her Grandma Superna. And that the right to give names was given to her by her father, who was Tall Chief. Tall Chief gave her that right to give names. And and no one else is actually has the right to do that. And several people have come to me over time wanting me to give them names, and I say, no, I can't do that. I don't have the right to do that. But neither does anyone else, and his family have a right to do that, because she didn't pass that on.
Oh, wow.
She did not pass that on to anyone, but I think they do anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, but I have heard that they do give names. But it's kind of a sacred type of rite, and when you get that, when you ask for a name to be given, they come and they ask you to bring certain things. One of them is a little pan, a pan with a handle on it, just a little pot, I guess you call it, and a black scarf. Like you put on your head, a black scarf, and a shell, like
Like a seashell?
seashell, like a seashell, or a clam shell, something like that. A shell, and what's the other one? A pot. What did I say? A pot,
A scarf.
The black
a
scarf.
shell, a scarf. Oh, a feather. Feather.
Okay.
The 4th one is a feather. So you got to have 4 things to get a name, and that's that. And you give those things to the name giver, and so that's what you pay them.
Yeah.
You know, they don't take money. But these things are the things that they have to have, and I think they use that in the process of naming. But I don't know how.
Right. Depending on what sort of shell you bring, or
No,
what type of
no,
feather. Not like
it
that.
can be any kind of shell. It could be a
Yeah.
clam shell,
Right.
or a seashell, or whatever.
Yeah.
And a black scarf, and a feather, and a little pot. That's it. And I don't know why they use them.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what they use them for or why they want them, but those are the things that you have to give a name.
And then would the name giver immediately give them a name, or would it be maybe a
Oh
couple
yeah,
days?
they
or-
actually, what they usually do is they have maybe 2 or 3 names picked out, and they'll let you choose which one of those names that you might want to have. And sometimes what they do is they'll pick a family name, like maybe from your grandmother, great-grandfather, great-grandmother. My name actually was my grandmother's name.
Oh.
What would that be? My great-grandmother. Okay, it was my great-grandmother's name. And my name is Mushroom Gitta. Mushroom Gitta. So that's my name, Quapaw.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Mushroom Gitta. What that means is eagle feather that gets up. Eagle feather that gets up. Mushroom is feather. And I don't know where the eagle got in there, but anyway, it meant eagle feather. And then as it rises, and I always kind of thought maybe it meant as you fan, you know, like a fan. Maybe that's what it means, but it's a guess. They didn't say that's what it meant, but they just said eagle feather that gets up. So that's what my name means.
So did you have to get the pot and the seashell
Well,
and all that
my
stuff?
grandparents did when because I was named when I was little.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was probably 4 or 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But I remember my name.
Yeah.
And when I would hear it, I would hear them talking about me. I'd hear them say, Mushroom Get That, boy, my ears would perk up. You know, I knew they were talking about me.
Yeah. What's going on? Am I in trouble?
Yeah. So,
That's very cool.
now what was the other thing you said?
She mentioned the burial process as far as the, you know, what goes into that.
What is that? That one is kind of hard to explain. Well, what we do is we keep the body for 4 days. It's 4 days before we can bury them. And on the 4th day is the day of the burial. But before that, we set up with them all night long for 3 nights, and that in the one of the, and this is a strange thing, people don't understand it, but in your house, in their house, or like say it was your family, somebody in your family, and at your house you go through and cover all of the mirrors in your, like in the bathrooms, in the bedrooms, and you cover them up, put something over them so you can't see the mirror. Okay, now they told me the reason they do that is because they're
Like his spirit?
the soul, let's say, is still with us. They're still with us. And so if they went to the house and looked in the mirror and didn't see them, they would immediately know something was wrong. So that's why they cover the mirrors, so they can't see themselves.
Right.
Okay? Okay, so that's one of the things that we do. And the other thing is they keep the body for 4 days, and they take a black scarf and they cover from the top of where they usually have the casket open, cover from the top down like this, so that their face is covered, their body is covered with a black scarf. And they say it's time for them to rest. They're preparing to go on a long journey. They're getting to go on a long journey. So when night time comes, you cover that up so they can rest. Okay. So you do that for three nights. Then finally, the 4th day, whenever it's time for the funeral or the burial, then they take the scarf off, and they put some things into the casket with them, and those things, there are a change of clothes, an extra pair of moccasins, a little pot like you might heat water in, And what's the fourth thing? A blanket. And so they usually take those things and they'll make what we call a bundle. They make a bundle. They put all those things in a bundle and they keep those until the day of the burial. Then they'll put them inside the casket when they close it. So that goes with them. That's for them, for their trip. Because they're going on a long journey. You know, we look at that as a long journey from here to heaven, wherever we're going. You know, and so that's one of the things that we do. Another thing that we do is we have a dinner at noontime on the day of the burial, and they have the guys that dig the grave diggers. They prepare that grave from the night, during the night of the day of the burial, and they have it all ready when they get ready to bury them. And so they bring them in at breakfast and feed them breakfast. Just them, not everybody else, just them. But at noon, then they have a big dinner for everybody to come. And so all of you relatives, all of the friends, everybody is invited to come. Tribal members, everyone come to the dinner. And the reason for that is that the food that's prepared for the dinner is a gift. Is that the deceased person's gift to his friends or her friends and her family, and it's her last gift to all of them. And so that's why they invite everybody to come and have dinner. And then, like, if when the dinner's over, if there's food, anything left over on the table, you want to take it home, you can take it home. We used to call it bring your bucket. Feel, you know, people will bring a paper sack or plastic bags or something like that, and they'll take whatever's left over, you know, and put in their bags and take it home. And that's traditional. That's traditional. And because that's part of their gift to you. Their gift to you. And because that food belonged to them. But that, one time I had a guy say to me one time, when this was a cousin's funeral I was going to, and my aunt and I were together, and I took her to the car, because she was kind of like this, you know, and I took her out and put her in the car, and then I went back in, because our stuff was sitting there that we were going to take home, you know, the leftovers, our doggy bags, yeah. Hers and mine, and it looked like a whole lot, because I had hers and mine both. And so there I was carrying him going out, and there was this guy that was standing by the door. He was obviously was not Quapaw or Indian. And he looked at me and he said, "Well, did you think you got enough?" Oh my goodness. I thought, I couldn't think of anything rude enough to say to him. And I said, "Yes, I think so." So I just went on, and I told my aunt what happened, and she said, "Who was that anyway?" I said, "I don't know who it was. It was one of their relatives."
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's time.
Got going. Well, thank you for sharing with
The
us
bell's
today.
ringing.